Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating paradox, a single, incredibly famous sentence and its title that have absolutely captivated readers for decades: the absurd triumph of Sisyphus. We're going to break down exactly what these words mean and how they can literally reframe the way we look at our own daily struggles. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Just 6 words. But honestly, they are some of the most fiercely debated and powerful words in modern philosophy. Let that sink in for a second. We're going to explore exactly why this short little sentence packs such a profound punch. And to do that, we really need to unravel the massive contradiction built right into it. Part 1. The absurd triumph. And this brilliantly illustrates the immediate friction we're dealing with. Normally, these two concepts do not belong in the same room. Think about the word absurd. When something is absurd, it's meaningless, it's futile, or just completely irrational. But then you have triumph. Triumph implies a massive victory, overcoming a huge obstacle and finding ultimate meaning. This text forces these two complete opposites together, side by side. So it creates this immediate, glaring paradox. How can a triumph actually be absurd? I mean, if a situation is fundamentally meaningless and totally futile, how on earth do you extract a victory from it? And on the flip side, if you do achieve a triumph, hasn't the absurdity essentially been defeated? It's a massive contradiction, but it sets the stage for everything else we're about to talk about. Part 2, the subject Sisyphus. So the crucial point is, who exactly is this figure standing at the center of the paradox? Well, in Greek mythology, Sisyphus was a king who was condemned by the gods to a seriously terrible punishment. His sentence was to push this massive, impossibly heavy boulder up a steep hill. But here's the catch. Every single time he actually managed to reach the top, the boulder would just roll all the way back down to the bottom. He's condemned to do this for all of eternity. He literally represents the ultimate symbol of a futile, meaningless, and endless struggle. Let's move to part 3, the command to imagine. Look at how this phrase starts and how it places a demand on us. One must imagine. Notice how it doesn't say, you could imagine, or, it might be nice to imagine him this way. It says, you must. This is a strict imperative. It's a command. Why? Because it speaks directly to the human condition. Without actively choosing to imagine him this way, we just succumb to total despair. It requires our active, highly conscious participation. So let's really think about that. Why must we imagine him happy? Because, and this is the absolute core argument here, we can actually find meaning in the struggle itself. We don't need the boulder to stay at the top of the hill to find purpose. The sheer act of pushing against the rock, of walking all the way back down that hill just to push it right back up again, that is enough. The struggle itself is what actually fills a human heart. This gives us this incredible logical progression to follow. Step 1, acknowledge the absurd triumph, the absolute futility of the endless hill. Step 2, imagine Sisyphus. Focus on the human actually choosing to push the rock anyway. And step 3, arrive at happy. We realize that by making that choice, he is fully rebelling against the meaninglessness. He's actively choosing joy right in the face of the absurd. Part 4, the paradox of happy. Now, what's really interesting about this contrast is the sheer, stark simplicity of it. You have the heavy, crushing weight of an eternal boulder and this endless, exhausting punishment. And then, right up against it, is this incredibly simple, light little word, happy. But listen, we need to be absolutely clear about something right now. This is not toxic positivity. Seriously, how can someone truly be happy in that endless, crushing situation? It is so absolutely crucial to understand that this does not mean Sisyphus has this fake, plastered-on smile. He isn't just ignoring the pain of his reality or gaslighting himself into pretending the boulder isn't heavy. Not at all. This is a rebellious kind of happiness. It is the raw joy of owning his fate. He is fully 100% aware of the absurdity of his punishment, and he just absolutely refuses to let it crush his spirit. His happiness is a pure act of defiance. Happiness here isn't the absence of struggle. It's something that exists right smack in the middle of it. Just let that sit for a moment. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Reading it now, after breaking it all down, we really see the whole picture, don't we? We see a condemned man and a totally endless struggle with a massive stone. But we also see a remarkably powerful rejection of despair and a profound rebellious joy. The boulder is absolutely still there, but you know what? So is his defiance. Which leaves us with something really powerful to think about to wrap this explainer up. Is the true triumph simply in the imagining? If Sisyphus can find triumph and genuine happiness at the very bottom of a hill with a massive boulder waiting for him, well, where does that leave us with our own daily struggles? When you're faced with tasks that feel endless or completely meaningless, maybe the victory isn't actually in finishing them. Maybe the victory is in the sheer rebellious act of just pushing forward anyway. So go find your boulder and keep pushing.